All right, thank y'all so much for watching the guide. I appreciate it. This is going to be for Fortnite Only Up Chapter 2. Here's some of the basics that I want to go over. Neutral jump, what I like to call, is just jumping forward, jumping with nothing on it. A sprint jump is pressing sprint and then jump. And you could definitely just do that quickly by pressing it almost at the same time, and you could jump from a static position. Lastly is when you're jumping with the sprint on a tire, you're going to pull out your pickaxe, and what that does, it slows you down. I highly recommend playing on a private server. That way you get the best ping, because mantling can be tricky. This is not a very difficult map, but it can be if you don't know what you're doing, and this guide will help you out. Now, the first skip, while you're looking that way, you could always look to the left here, jump on this roof, and what you're going to do is a sprint jump from the backside while looking towards this over here, and try to hit the upper side of the 0 point. Sprint, jump, look down. With that, that should take you to the roof here. Once you're on the roof, you're going to sprint jump, and right when you get to this point, you're going to go ahead and jump forward, pull out the pickaxe, which is basically you don't have to do anything, but when the pickaxe comes out, that means you're doing it right, and you're going to go right to that one without pressing any jump or sprint, and then you should catch the corner of this one. Remember, you're going to sprint and jump at the very end of the roof. Here we go. Sprint, 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 jump. Pull out the pickaxe, which is basically letting go of the sprint. Boom, now you're on this corner. This next one is, there's a skip that takes you to this tree, which is basically if you sprint and jump right when it launches, it should take you to, this tree right here. But the easy route, which is to take you to right over here. That's what we're going to go ahead and do. You can go ahead and pull out the glider redeploy if you like. Watch out for the crack right over here over this banister. You could basically fall right down below. So you're going to sprint jump right over. There's multiple routes with Chapter 2. So the route I'm going to show you is the one I feel comfortable with teaching you. There's always different ways for you to go about this. This is going to be a sprint jump to avoid this little pillar here. This gets tricky. Sometimes you're going to mantle this, but if you could scissor jump, which is jumping left and cutting over to the right, you should be able to go right over it. This is going to be a sprint jump. As you can see, I had to mantle. Be wary of that, because that's going to happen. This is going to be a sprint jump to make it to here. Sprint jump to make it to the next boat. Make sure you hold out the mantle. Remember, if you jump and hold down mantle, you'll automatically mantle. This is a neutral jump. Remember, no sprint on it. Neutral jump. Neutral jump. You could get tricky and fall down, but you could mantle here, so don't worry. I like to sprint jump sometimes up to here. If you are brave, you could take the skip. There is a tire right here that will shoot you over here, but I like this route. Neutral jump to this haystack. Another neutral jump. Another neutral jump. A sprint jump to get to the top here, because if you mantle, it gets mad tricky. And then a neutral jump to get over here. I like to get on the zip line on the backside because it does get a little tricky. Just press it once. You don't want to spam. You're going to head over to this side. Same thing. Now, as you're going to sprint jump to the roof. You could neutral jump, but I like to sprint jump. Now we're on the roof. You're going to look up to this corner right here. Sprint jump so you get the maximum height and look up. Hold down that mantle. Now you could definitely just fall off and just go right here on this rail, or you can sprint jump to get down here. Safer route would just be to slowly fall off. This is going to be a neutral jump. A neutral jump. This is going to be a sprint jump so you avoid the awkward mantle on this banister right here. Sprint jump to this point right here. Now, what speedrunners like to do is sprint jump all the way across, but hey, you're just trying to beat it here. Nothing easy to it. These are just sprint jumps because I feel more comfortable with it. Sprint jump to this one here. Neutral jump up here. You could sprint jump to here if you're feeling comfortable. If not, just simply jump over here. Jump, neutral jump. Another neutral jump. And another neutral jump. And a sprint jump. These are the kind of jumps that I feel most comfortable with. There is a trail right here. Just jump down here. This is going to be a very easy skip to do. I like to sprint jump on this umbrella. Sprint, jump. This is going to be another sprint jump. Try to land in the center of the umbrella. Now, if you touch the water, you will get sent back down to the bottom. This is going to be a neutral jump. No sprinting. Neutral, and just guide the W key or joystick to hit both umbrellas. Sprint jump to this green one. You're going to sprint jump to this yellow one. You're going to try to land on the half pipe here. Bonus points if you land on top of it. I like to do a sprint jump to this right here. Remember, don't touch the water. Sprint. Try to land right here. I've seen people land on this this tree with the sprint jump, or you could just sprint jump and make sure you land in the center. If you land on the water, you get to the edge of it, you will get sent back. sprint jump to the rest of the beach, go up the water elevator. This is a good time. There's only one tricky part when it comes to chapter 2. You made it this far, you're doing really good. You're gonna go ahead and hit this, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna glide into the third tube right over here. You don't have to pull out your glider. Pull out the glider right now if you want to feel comfortable. The more you get better at it, you could glide right into this point right here. We're gonna go ahead and walk to it. You should automatically deploy. To get this next skip to go all the way up here, you're gonna look straight down, and it's gonna bounce you up higher, redeploy at the top of the apex, and glide on down, and now you just skip the lighthouse. Things are looking very good for you. There's a variety of skips up the spiral staircase. For now, we're just gonna go ahead and walk up it, jump on the disc, neutral jumps. You don't have to sprint. The more comfortable you get, you could mantle and skip a lot. There is a skip here that I'm not going to show you because for me, it's quite daunting here. You see this tire, you're gonna run off there and jump to this tire and this tire, but we're gonna go ahead and just do the easy way from now. If you're interested in learning that skip, just let me know in the comments down below. Jump to this one, jump to the neutral jumps, I'm sorry. Neutral jumps, make sure you have the mantle ready to go. So if you're feeling wary about neutral jumps, you can definitely do a sprint jump, and sprint jump. This is just going to be a neutral jump to this tire. That means no sprinting involved. Should take you right on top of the plane. Sprint jump here, sprint jump here. Go ahead and walk over to this side. You could get caught on this little lip here, so make sure you walk to this side. You can neutral jump right up to this plane. Neutral jump, as you can know, you could neutral jump to here, but a good old-fashioned sprint jump would get you in a better, safer position. Walk over here, neutral jump, slowly walk up to this rift. Don't move, don't slide into it, just walk into it. Immediately turn around. This is going to be a sprint jump to this area right here. Sprint, jump. Now, the pipes are going to be quite scary, so don't worry if you get nervous at this point, but take your time. This is going to be a sprint jump, sprint jump. The path I like to take is on the right. It's okay for you to fall into here. Now with these pipes, you're going to try to aim for this area, and it's going to be an awkward mantle sometimes, so just hold down the mantle and keep the W key or joystick forward. Boom. Neutral jump to this pipe. Same thing, look to like this area. Don't worry, it will catch. And when you're gonna mantle, you're kind of gonna let it go up to the pipe, and you could turn your camera to the right, just like that. You don't need any kind of sprint, or you don't need to add anything special to that. Walk over to, once you jump up, look up, and neutral jump just straight up and hold down the mantle. And don't worry about going over. If you don't add any sprint to it, you should be okay. Now this one's going to be an awkward jump. You're going to sprint jump to this, and you're not going to mantle, and you're going to land right on top of it. So sprint jump to it. It's going to feel weird. You're going to think you're going to roll off, but don't worry about it. Walk, walk, walk. Neutral jump to here. This is going to be a neutral jump. You should mantle onto this pipe, or simply land on it. Things get tricky. Now these little mantles are quite difficult, but you'll get used to them, and I recommend it because it's a least confusing route. You're going to hold down to mantle and look up at this valve right there. Back up just a little bit. Look up again, and again, you're going to mantle onto the curve of the pipe. Remember, if you're trying to get that turn and look down, you won't mantle over it. Neutral jump across, neutral jump across. Same thing, look at the valve, hold down the mantle, back up a little bit so you can mantle onto the next part. Boom. Walk across. Sprint jump. I like the sprint jump here. Better be safe than sorry. That's going to be the theme of the sprint jump versus neutral jump. Look up, neutral jump up, hold down the mantle. Be sure to don't move the joystick or your mouse, and that way you won't go left or right. Neutral jump up, hold down the mantle. Run, run, run. Look to the left. This is going to be a neutral jump. And then this is going to be a jump neutral into the mantle. As you can see, it looks kind of scary here. Now this one, look up again, look right at the valve, try to look at the pipe. Don't look away from the pipe or you'll fall. Look up, mantle, neutral jump, sprint jump. See, the thing is, the sprint jump gets you a little bit further. Neutral jump, you'll land closer to the edge, whatever you feel comfortable. This is going to be a sprint jump right to the center, sprint jump to the center here, sprint jump to the center here, and sprint jump, and sprint jump here. Sprint jump there, there, the rest of the way, sprint jump. Here, you're going to look at this part of it. If you sprint jump correctly, you won't land without mantling, but it's okay to go ahead and mantle. Just make sure you have your mantle ready to go. Sprint, 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 jump, and we landed. Now you're at season 2. You're looking really, really good. Now there is like an invisible, as you can see, an elevator to go up that way. It's a skip that I'm not comfortable with, so we're just going to go through this way. We're going to go here, here, neutral jump, hold down the mantle. You're going to go ahead and jump onto the blue side here with the neutral jump out to the box here, neutral jump up to here. Make sure, always hold that mantle ready. Neutral jump to the little beam, neutral jump this way, neutral jump there, walk a little bit over. For these, you don't want to go too far to the right, so I like to jump at it and turn at the same time, but you will get your flow down the more and more you get comfortable. Neutral jump there, neutral jump back to the beam, neutral jump here. Now, people who are in the comments are most likely going to tell you that the water elevator is going to be easier there, but once again, something I'm not yet comfortable teaching. Jump right over there, neutral jump to here, neutral jump to this box, neutral jump to this beam. This is going to be a neutral jump, may look like a sprint. This gets a little awkward because sometimes it pops in here and makes you feel like you're going to fall off, but don't worry about it. Neutral jump to the next beam and neutral jump to here. Looking very, very solid. You're going to come up to the next piece, which is the yacht. Neutral jump out to the bench. Neutral jump out to this one. Go to this kind of trio here with the neutral and neutral. You're looking good and neutral. This right here, I like to neutral straight up on top of this banister. Jump up to here and you're going to neutral jump here. Now, the tips for the yacht is when you're jumping through everything, you got to be sure that you always have your mantle out and you're going to look to furniture. Neutral jump into here. You might mantle onto the recliner. Mantle up to these chairs. Mantle up. This is going to be a sprint jump. So if you, once again, sprint, you press the button for like a semi-second and jump, you will do a longer jump. If your character waves his arms, you did it right. So we're going to try a step on the table. Hold out the mantle. Boom, we're on the couch. Jump on the coffee table with the neutral jump. And jump on the back end of the couch with the neutral jump. Neutral jump up to the wall. The whole point is just to use the furniture to get up to the stairs and wall. Neutral jump up here, neutral jump up here. If it slides down, you're okay. Look to the stairs, neutral jump. Now you could walk on these stairs for a little bit and you're good to go. You're going to neutral sprint jump up to this couch right here. Neutral jump up to the coffee table. Look to the right and you're going to mantle onto Midas. Now that you're on Midas, turn back around and you could walk on top of him. Turn around, neutral jump onto this wood couch. Neutral jump up to this chairs. Now, if you over mantle like I did there to overcorrect, always look behind because your character will automatically turn around. Neutral jump and try to catch this floating furniture. Catch this chairs. You could neutral jump up there, or the safe one will be to this banister. Jump across to the wood. Always hold out the mantle. Jump to the wall edge. Jump over the plant. Neutral jump. Get to this little canister. Coffee table. Sofa. Back to these chairs. Out to these lawn chairs with a neutral jump. Jump across to the piano and neutral jump. Jump to the sofa. Jump to the coffee table. And you could neutral jump right there. Lounge chairs. You get the point, but I like to be very thorough. A lot of people enjoy the thoroughness. Look over to Midas's calf here. Mantle right on top of him. Look to the, I guess, the bow of the ship. Neutral jump right there. At this point, you could sprint jump, and you're going to be good to go. So that is one of the most difficult parts, where it gets a little perspective confusing. Now, there's a skip that involves jumping from here up to the tree and hitting a bunny jump to the top of there. I'm going to try it. If I don't get it right, we will definitely go ahead and show you the easy route. So that was a neutral jump up there, sprint jump to the tree, neutral jump to here. Now, what you're going to do is bunny hop from there with a sprint jump and then sprint jump again immediately to line up there. It's not easy to do. So let's see if I can pull it off here on this video. Sprint jump. There it is. The bunny hop got me up to here. Very difficult, but you could practice it. You get to here, you're going to sprint jump and try to jump around and curve over to the left to get to there. And if you don't get it, it is what it is. So let me see if I could bunny hop up to this thing again. Yeah, it just shows you that it's a very difficult thing. I'm going to try one more time. Okay, neutral jump to here. Sprint jump to here. Neutral jump. And this is going to be that bunny hop. Sprint, jump, look up, catch, look up, sprint. Ooh, and I just miss it. I'm just missing it. But that's the way you go there. But the easier route is literally run into this vent. You could sprint through it. You could run a little bit faster. Run to the right. And then what you're going to do is cut to the right. And you go all the way down here and cut to the right. And just spit you out to the other side. Be careful. Don't go too fast. Another right. Don't go too far out there left here, because there is a hole in the ground. So just simply walk out there and avoid that. See, the skip would have took you up to the roof, and then you would have just jumped down. Hop into a boat and pay attention to the water. There is skips that you could just simply cut corners right there. Don't go on the ramps. It's not worth it. You could cut this corner like that. You could cut this corner like that if you want to. It's going to automatically eject you from the boat, so don't worry. Be prepared for that. Neutral jump up to the yellow pipe. Neutral jump up to this one. It's the same as those gray pipes as before. Now, I like to take the safe route as always. So you're going to neutral jump up to this set of pipes. This one right here, neutral jump. Now, once again, for these banisters, you're going to mantle up and then look down and kind of to the left. That's what you want to do. You don't want to put anything extra. Neutral jump here, neutral jump across. Now, you could run this pipes, or you could sprint jump to the side. Sprint, jump, mantle. But as you can see, it gets scary. So just go ahead and take your time. Slowly walk across here. You're not in a rush here. This is, you're not yet in the difficult part of the Chapter 2 map. But as we're going to walk across, just take your time. I can't imagine being on mouse and keys. This upcoming here, it's going to be a sprint jump across. Sprint, 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 jump. Looking nice and groovy right now. Keep moving across. Any pipe that you see, you could jump across and mantle. Usually like the corners, but as you can see, this perception, you think, oh, I can make that one over time, but no, you cannot. You will fail. Walk across. Over time, you'll get comfortable running across. These are quite tricky, but if you mastered the gray pipes ones, the yellow pipes are quite easier. Now you're going to sprint, jump to the top here. So, and then once you mantle, let go of your sprint and look to the right. So sprint jump, let go of the sprint, look to the right. Sprint jump, and you don't want to jump right, like right next to it. You want to jump a little bit back. Sprint jump, let go of the sprint, look to the right. Back up a little bit. Sprint jump, let go of the sprint, look to the right. And it should look like that. Now, once you get off here, you're going to neutral jump to here. Look over a little bit to the right. Neutral jump to the next portion. Neutral jump and hold down the mantle. Walk, walk, walk here. Turn to the right. And then you're going to jump over the rail with a sprint jump if you want to. Or you just get closer and neutral jump. You're going to neutral jump to here. Walk. Turn to the left. Walk. Now, the easy thing is when you're on control, just literally stand here and move. The same thing with mouse and keys. You don't have to curve around. Just literally move like you're on the grid. Neutral jump up here. Looking good. Look over to the right. Neutral jump up here. Remember, always look down if you feel like you're going to shoot yourself over. This is going to be a neutral jump to the other side. A neutral jump to the other side. You're going to try to hold up really close to this. And strafe jump, which is jumping up and then moving up to the right. You don't want to jump right away and move because you might hit the side and fall. So jump up and then move a little bit to the right. Just a hair, a skosh. Walk over, jump over. Boom. Look to the left. Neutral jump to the side. Neutral jump over to the gap. Look over to the left. And neutral jump. So you want to jump right before and then move forward. So it's kind of like you get used to that over time. This is going to be a simple jump and it's going to go into the crash pad. Deploy your glider and move as far as you can to the right. Over time, when you get better, you're going to hit that crash pad and move over to that for a skip. The biggest tip for these crash pads is you always have an ability to jump on it and move forward. But if you just want to go straight up, jump and don't touch your analog stick on controller, or don't touch the W key at all, your keyboard for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on this and push forward. Not at full tilt, but a little bit, like halfway. I'm going to let go of it in midair. As you can see, I let go of it and I went straight up. So now what you want to do is if you're going to go for speed, you could go here. But if you want to go for safety, you just go down there. So I'm just going to half tilt a little bit forward and let go. Hopefully I land in the water. You're gonna jump over here and don't move the joystick. So jump and don't move. You can go straight up. So when you're in the air, you're gonna make your adjustments. So I'm slowly moving forward. You can take your time here. The difficult thing is trying to figure out you don't want to move your joystick when you're about to hit the pad because it will send you flying. Move a little bit forward in the air. Let go of the joystick. Let go of the keyboard if you're on mouse and keys. Slowly inch your way over here. Now, a skip would be, if you get to the corner, you will go ahead and float up to the next thing. 3 bounces or so will get you there. All right, now that you're on the grade portion, it's the same thing. You don't want to go full tilt when you jump up. You want to push it just a little bit forward. If you feel that you're going too far, pull back on the joystick or push the S key on the keyboard. All right, we're going to go up, push a little bit forward. I'll let go of the joystick. That way I could go straight up rather than keep going forward. I'm going to tilt a little bit forward. This always gets me. This is the one I always take my time in. Let go of the joystick. I want to push forward a little bit here. Right as I land, let go of the joystick. So what you want to do is right as you land, push forward a little bit. It's going to send you a little bit flying, but don't move the joystick, don't move the keys, and then right when you land, push forward, okay? Here we go, a little bit forward. Let go, pull back, pull back. Now, you may be frustrated at this point, but it's okay. It's okay. This is one of the most difficult parts in ONLYUP. You do not worry because there is a checkpoint, as I wanted to prove there. There is a checkpoint because the creators of this map got a lot of feedback saying it's very difficult. Now, the more momentum you have here, you'll get used to it. Now, on this one, what you can do is bounce over to the other side. But we're just going to go one more over. Let's joystick a little bit forward here. Neutral jump. Once you get it to here, jump and don't move the joystick. Get your bearings. Look over to this blue fish here. Push forward. All the way full tilt. Neutral jump. Don't move the joystick. And now you're over here. Yes, the speedrunners that you may have seen, you will get better at that if you want to get better at this map in terms of being able to literally jump to pad. Neutral jump up here. Neutral jump up here. This one you're just going to walk forward. No need to jump or anything. Walk forward on that tire. Neutral jump here. Neutral jump up here. Neutral jump to the gold. Neutral jump and neutral jump. This one's going to be a sprint jump, and when you're in midair, let go of the sprint. Jump, 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 jump. Let go of the sprint, and it'll land you right there. So you want to let go of the sprint right before you get to the tire. Neutral jump across. Neutral jump across. Neutral jump up and over. Neutral jump across. If you want to go for speed, sprint jump, sprint jump, sprint jump, sprint jump. But it's okay to just neutral away. As you can see, it's just more about, there's less room for error with the neutral jump. But the sprint jump, I feel like you just got to get the timing down. Sprint jump, sprint jump, sprint jump, sprint jump. It's all up to you. Don't let anyone tell you how fast you got to be. There's a skip down there that if you hit the tires, it'll send you up this chute. It's something I haven't really practiced, so we're just going to go ahead and take this route. Neutral jump across, neutral jump over here, neutral jump to the path right here. Neutral jumps all around. Neutral, 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 neutral jump. Once you get to here, neutral, neutral. This is just something where it's testing your, your fortitude here, so to speak, your mental fortitude. So just neutral jump all these jumps. There's nothing sprint jump worthy. This tire you're just going to walk into. Just walk into it. Same thing for this tire. Walk into it. Same thing for this tire. Walk into it. Should land you right there. Neutral jump. Neutral jump. Always have your mantle ready to go. Neutral jump. Neutral jump. Now this one, if you can land on the corner, great, but don't be afraid if you hit the tire, just look up to that little landing area. So neutral jump and just look right at it. So if you hit the tires, it's okay. It's going to put you here. If you land on that thing, just walk right into the tire. Neutral jump across. Neutral jump across. This one's going to be a neutral jump, so no sprint on this one, and you should put you right over. So neutral jump. There you go. Neutral jump over. Neutral jump over and neutral jump. This one you're going to sprint jump into the canister and you're going to look over to the windmills. Sprint jump. Once you get to the top here, pull out your chute, glide over. As we get closer and closer to season 4, you're going to neutral jump over this railing. No sprinting. This right here, you're going to neutral jump to the middle. So neutral jump right up there. Walk, walk, walk. And then you're going to neutral jump to the next propeller. This one's going to be a sprint jump to the left side. Sprint, jump. This one's going to be a sprint jump again. Sprint, jump. Sprint jump to the other propeller. Sprint, jump. Now, sometimes when you sprint, your character kind of sticks in the mud. So if you're doing that, trying to back up where you need to jump and then do that and then jump. So it's kind of like you get rid of that lag. Neutral jump over to this other side here, trying to land it. Boom. As you can see, it's wide enough. Now, you could sprint jump and land on here, but I like to be safe. Neutral jump straight over. And I know it's going to feel awkward, but once you get to this point, neutral jump for a second, and jump to the propeller. Boom. Neutral jump to the other side, as you've been doing before. This is going to be a neutral jump. You want to jump from this point over to the other side, just to give you a little bit room for error. All right, now you're looking good. You're in Season 4. There's other routes you could go up and over, but it's okay to take a chill here. If you go up and over, you need to dive after like 3 swims, sprint swims. But if you just do this route, just follow the left side. It's going to take you over to Coral Castle. Once you hit Coral Castle, you're going to glide down to the middle. And it's okay, some of Coral Castle pieces are in the water, but hopefully you're going to be okay with it. All right, just walk right into here. Deploy the glider at the top of the apex. And you're going to glide on down. If you're feeling too worrisome, you can stop anywhere ahead. But at least should take you to here. Neutral jump to this coral piece. Neutral jump over. Neutral jump. It's okay to be in the water. Neutral jump. Neutral jump. If you're feeling like you want to sprint, you can sprint over. Same thing for here. Sprint jump. And this is going to be a neutral jump to this timepiece. Neutral jump over to this yellow. Neutral. Neutral. Sprint jump if you like. Mix it up. Feel more comfortable. Sprint jump to here. I like sprint jumping so I don't have to like worry about going down the layer. So sprint jump to here. And then sprint jump to here. You could neutral jump onto this dial. This one you could neutral jump down below. You're going to be okay. You know, you're going to feel like you're underwater. Sprint jump to the yellow. Neutral jump to up here. Neutral jump. Sprint jump. Now you could sprint jump and catch this ledge right here. Or you could just jump up here and then neutral jump and catch the ledge. Sprint jump over this rail. Catch right here. You could sprint jump and barely catch that mantle. Very risky. Or sprint jump and go to the right. Sprint jump right over here. And neutral jump over here. These are tricky. If you jump too high, you hit your head here. So you kind of want to jump and look to the right a little bit here. And jump on the low side. Same thing. Kind of jump. Neutral jump from the low side. Look over here. Neutral jump. And then neutral jump. Neutral jump. You're going to sprint jump over this side of the wall here. Sprint, 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 jump. And now you're going to hit to Stark Industries. No need to deploy. Land in the good old-fashioned Tony Stark car. Drive it over to the right. You're not going to be able to go really far. There's going to be a jump here. Now, the big warning that I have here is do not slide. Do not slide at all. Don't recommend it. You're going to go. It's going to take you over straight into the right in front of the portal. Just walk into it. Look over to the left. Sprint jump to the stairs. Now, if you fall, you're going to go down to the bottom of the Coliseum, which is okay. Neutral jump to here. Neutral jump to here. This is going to be a neutral jump to this line. If you do it from here, you can see it's going to be very difficult. But walk over a little bit. Try to avoid this little pole. Neutral jump. Walk, walk, walk. Jump forward. Neutral. Walk, walk, walk. Look over to the left. Sprint jump. You know, get a little bit more comfortable. Sprint jump here. Sprint jump here. There's going to be a neutral jump here. You're not going to be taking any fire damage. Neutral jump up here. Neutral jump up here. This one is going to be tricky. You're not going to hit this tire and go straight. You're going to hit this tire with the neutral jump and look and try to catch here. It's going to feel like you may overshoot it, so you can angle a little bit. As long as you look there, you're going to be okay. So neutral jump, look at it. Boom. Once you're up in the air, you could always point the camera down to try to slow yourself down. Don't continue holding forward that joystick sometimes. Neutral jump down to here. Neutral jump down to here. This is going to be a neutral up here. A neutral. And another neutral. You could sprint jump to this one if you like. Or neutral jump down to here. And up. Up with the neutral jumps. Neutral jump. Neutral jump. Look around. Watch out for the hole. Neutral jump. I like going to the left. And taking your time. This is going to be a neutral jump, sprint jump. You could sprint jump all the way across. So we're going to do that sprint jump, and sprint jump, and sprint jump. Look over to the left, climb. This is going to be a neutral jump. We're about to embark into one of the hardest parts, which is these purple rocks. So that's always been the bane of my existence when it comes to this map. Neutral jump across, neutral jump across, neutral jump. This is going to be another neutral jump, a neutral jump over. I like a sprint one here just to be a little bit safe, just to get to the roof. Now once you look over, sprint right into this, and it's going to launch you onto this purple rock. Now the feeling of the anti-gravity is just something you're going to get used to. You may fall here multiple times. I like to sprint jump. It will make you go up higher, but be sure you control yourself as you're going up in the air. We're going to go to the left side. I'm nervous because I always fall here. So sprint jump up. You're going to sprint jump up to here. So that's a sprint and look up. Mantle, perfect. Now you're going to sprint jump to up here. Sprint jump. Perfect. Now you're going to look over to the left. Neutral jump. Nice little gentle float. Sprint jump up to here. Now you're looking good. Sprint jump up to the left side. Pull out the pickaxe to slow you down. Sprint, like when you sprint jump, try to jump and aim for like, it's kind of like you're going to curve it, okay? So it gives you room for error. Sprint jump up. Boom. Look to the right. This is going to be a neutral jump. Now, you could go ahead and hit the 0 point and land up there, but this is going to be a safe route. Sprint jump across. Pull out the pickaxe to slow you down. This is going to be a neutral jump up. This is going to be another sprint jump. I feel more comfortable with sprint jumps. Again, it's something you're going to have to figure out. Sprint jump and try and land in the middle here. Perfect. Because if you neutral jump, you may land short. That's what I'm always worried about. Walk down here. Look over. This is going to be a sprint jump. Hold out that mantle whenever you're ready. Always go for the chunky part. Sprint jump over there. Get ready for the mantle. But if you land it, perfect. Now you're looking good. Sprint jump to this rock. Now you could sprint jump up there, but I like to go to the right here. Sprint jump. Pull out the pickaxe. Be careful here. It gets tricky. Sprint jump to there. Nice. Sprint jump to this one. Again, you could do neutral jumps, but I feel comfortable with sprint jumps. Neutral jump to over here. Neutral jump to the rock on the right. Sprint jump, I'm sorry. Try and land on top of the rock. It's just so sketchy. Sprint jump to this rock up here. Look over. Sprint jump to land on the big piece. You could go this way, but again, this is literally, you're going to feel this out. If you go the way I would go, try to follow the guy as much as possible. Sprint jump and land on the other rock here. And sprint jump and gravity should take over. All right. Honestly, you just passed the hardest part in the game. In the thing. I never take the zip line. So just walk up to it. Neutral jump across. This is going to be a sprint jump across. This next one's going to be a neutral jump. Walk up here gently. Looking very solid. This is going to be a neutral jump. And this is going to be another neutral jump. And a neutral jump across. This one's going to be weird. This is the weirdest jump in the game because there's a weird hitbox. So you're going to feel like there's an invisible wall here. So I like to just sprint jump and hope for the best towards the log. Here we go. Sprint jump. It's scary. It's the weirdest one and I hate it. Sprint jump across. Looking good. It's just a weird hitbox that your character gets stuck on. All right, walk up to here. You can literally walk up here. You're going to jump, sprint jump to the middle of the tree. You're going to look right here at this moss. Sprint jump at that point. Looking good. Try to walk as far along as possible. This is going to be a sprint jump to the middle. And this is sprint jump to over here. And a sprint jump to over here. And then a sprint jump to the same thing to the moss. Now you're looking very solid. You're getting some good time here. Some great time here. Remember, the first time beating it, it's not about speed. It's just getting comfortable with it. This next one's going to be a sprint jump, and you're going to look right over and hold out your mantle. Sprint jump. Boom. Looking good. This is going to be a neutral jump. Again, take your time. Hold out that mantle. Neutral jump again. This is going to be a sprint jump. Just more comfortable with the sprint jump here. You get more room for error. Okay, now this lily pad, what you're gonna do is sprint jump. You're gonna let go of the sprint and just guide yourself towards the second and third. No sprinting allowed, or hold down the sprint after this first one. So sprint jump, let go of the manta sprints, and just guide it. Just literally point in that direction. Now I almost fell off, truthfully, on that first sprint jump, but I just know that a sprint jump's always called for it. This is going to be just a neutral jump straight, and look towards the lily pad, and then look towards the other one. You're not gonna fall off if you just do this neutral jump. When you jump off to here, look to the right, neutral jump, and then go straight. There you go. It's all about guiding with the joystick or the mouse and keys. Neutral jump to the other side here. Looking solid. Neutral jump up. Don't go into the water. Same thing here. I like to go to the left, jump and look at it, look at the middle, and then look at the left or right, whatever you feel comfortable with. This is a neutral jump. Looking to the left. See, I'm just moving the target reticle, and I like to go look at that one, and we're good. So it's just guiding after you're jumping. All right, you're at season 6. Congratulations. Season 6 is very, very weird. So sprint jump over here, and just get ready to mantle, okay? Neutral jump. It's a very awkward piece of hitboxes that you have to go through. This, I guess, rebar is all over the place. So you're going to sprint jump and look up and just hold the mantle and keep looking at the wall. Just keep looking at the wall because it's going to mantle you. It's a mantling weirdness. Sprint jump, look up to the top of the wall here and just hold the mantle and keep looking at the middle of the wall. This is going to be like multiple mantles here. And as you can see, I'm just looking up. Sprint jump up to here and just keep looking up. Don't try to like move left or right because it's going to get you in trouble. Now you can sprint jump up to here, sprint, catch there. You're going to neutral jump, keep looking up. As you can see, the mantle command pops up here. And you're going to basically walk up this path here, but sometimes you will mantle on the construction here. All right, looking good. Walk, neutral jump to the other side. Take your time. Walk, neutral jump to the other side. Take your time. You don't have to move your right joystick, just your left one, or don't move your mouse, just press the W key. Walk, neutral jump to the other side. Get ready with your mantle. Walk, neutral jump. Keep moving. Neutral jump. Keep moving. And neutral jump. Now we're getting very good here. The rest is going to be fairly easy. Just try not to do anything extra. Neutral jump over here. Neutral jump over there. Neutral. This one's going to be a sprint jump. Avoid these tires. You want to try to aim for up there. Sprint, jump. Nice. Make your way over. Neutral jump over. Try to neutral jump from the edge. If you sprint jump, you could jump further away. But a nice and easy neutral jump will get you across. You see, you could sprint jump and it'll just get you further on the board. We're going to sprint jump on this one just to be safe. Sprint jump to over here on the middle. Sprint jump to over here. Neutral jump over here. Walk over. Sprint jump just to be safe. And this one's going to be a sprint jump. Aim for the plank. Nice. Neutral jump to the bed. Neutral jump to this bed. To this bed. As you can see where the skips can be, right? Over time, you will develop that. Neutral jump to the box. Neutral to the box. Neutral up here. Neutral. You want to jump from here up and over with the neutral jump and just follow the banister. Nice and easy. Now, this is going to be I like a sprint jump. You could do a neutral jump. I feel more comfortable with sprint jump. And look at the middle here. Sprint. Try to land here. You can sprint jump across the other side. But that's just something where you will feel comfortable with. I'm not comfortable with neutral jumps so much in some of these areas because if I fall short, I run the risk of mantling or over mantling. Walk the beam, balance. I'm going to go ahead and just walk on down to the stairs. Now, what they like to throw at you in this Primal season is they like to throw a bunch of, what's the word looking for? These little tents. They're a little weird. All right. So you're just going to walk forward. Don't worry about anything. Mantle up. Now this is going to be a sprint jump, and you're just going to guide your character by pushing forward, and you're going to do like these neutral jumps and have your mantle ready. So I'm going to sprint jump to here, just guiding my character forward. Sprint jump the first one, and then guide your character forward. Sprint jump, guide your character forward, get ready to mantle. A safer thing would be to jump over. Same thing, sprint jump, guide your character, neutral jump up here. Always get ready to mantle. Always. Neutral jump, sprint jump, look up, sprint jump, neutral jump, sprint jump, and guide your character. Pull out the pickaxe. That means let go of the sprint. Sprint jump, pull out the pickaxe. All right, gonna walk up the spiral case here. Neutral jump here, neutral jump across. Sprint jump, let go. Neutral jump, neutral jump, sprint jump just to be safe, neutral jump, look up. Now here you want to mantle and look down, like right away. Neutral jump and turn it. See, that keeps you right on top here. Sprint jump across to here. Again, always sprint jump the first tent, let go of the sprint, which will pull out your pickaxe. Neutral jump to the spiral. I gotta keep repeating that because it's like a technique that will help you in a lot of only ups in the future. All right, sprint jump the first one here, and then guide your character. Sprint jump, guide your character. You want to get that momentum. Now, this one's going to be weird. You're going to sprint jump and aim for the corner here and just hold out your mantle, and you're going to feel like you're going to miss it, but you will catch it, okay? So jump down here and sprint jump and aim for that corner. Hold out the mantle, and you caught it. Walk over to the left side. Look over to the right. You're going to come up to here, sprint jump, and look up and mantle. Walk over and hit this rift. All right, you're looking very good. Now you're at like a natural save point, what I like to call. You're in season 7. All right, here's like a mini skip you could do. You're going to jump on these balloons. Look down. Very tricky, but you'll get it. I always start at the green, and you kind of have to like mambo it and dance with it a little bit. And there we go. Sprint jump to this part of the purple tree. You're going to kind of do an out and in jump. So jump out. Oh, it's okay if you fall. Gives you more practice on these balloons. Sprint jump. Go up, sprint jump up, and kind of like turn around like 180 and keep holding down that mantle. Once you get up here, sprint jump to the green UFO. Neutral jump. Neutral jump. Walk over to the middle, neutral jump, neutral jump, neutral jump, neutral to the green, neutral to the red, neutral, 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 neutral. Now this one, you're going to press and then look to the right and just look forward. So I'm going to try to explain this as possible because you're going to have to control where you go. All right, here we go. Sprint jump into the middle, look to the right. You're going to feel like, and then turn to the left. And once you hit this one, you're going to turn around, look to, whoa. It gets a little tricky. We'll go again. The good thing is you do get redeploy. And if you fall, you could just simply go back up to it. I'm going to try to sprint jump into more closer to the bottom. Sprint jump, look to the right, look to the left. Woo, you tricky. Good thing is I'm going to glide right to it. Okay, ready? All right. This one's going to take you to more to the right. Look to the left. Boom. That is something you're just going to have to practice. It's literally like just look at it and try to find it and just like turn around and face in whatever direction it propels you. Sprint jump to here. Now, these little alien guys could bump you off. So neutral jump up, neutral jump. As you can see, you can mantle the top. It's fine. Just neutral jump your way up the UFOs. Neutral jump. Neutral jump. Oh, always hold out that mantle. Neutral jump. Neutral. Neutral. The obstacle here is the green guys on top. Neutral jump on the UFO. Neutral jump here. Neutral. Neutral jump. Neutral jump up and over. Sprint jump or neutral jump. I'm going to go with the neutral jump. You could barely get it, as you can see. Same thing, neutral jump. As you see, I had to mantle. A sprint jump would have made it. neutral jump over, neutral jump over, neutral jump to the left, neutral here, neutral here. This is going to be awkward. You're going to sprint jump, and you'll kind of mantle the guy in the middle and then stand on the guy in the back. Ready? Sprint jump right at it. If you mantle it, great, but be wary that you're going to get ready to you might mantle up and over. Sprint jump and jump at the same time just to get that good safe jump. Sprint jump here, sprint jump here, sprint jump to the purple, sprint jump. Neutral jump, neutral jump, neutral jump. Sprint jump if you like, sprint jump if you like. Now, I've been knocked off by these two guys, so I'm going to neutral up here. As you can see, the angle on it is quite difficult, so get ready to mantle. Neutral jump. It's okay if I mantle up and over. Neutral jump. It's okay. Neutral jump. Neutral. Now you're going to go ahead and sprint jump into the middle, and you're going to go ascend to almost the final piece. You're at season 8. Now, you want to be careful hitting the side of Kevin, these purple cubes, because if you hit Kevin, it will send you off. So let's go ahead and do this together. Sprint jump across. Land here. This is going to be a neutral jump to the other side. And then I like to sprint jump so I can land in the middle. Sprint jump so I can land in the middle. And sprint jump so I can land on the second or third stair. Now don't hit this wall. Neutral jump over. Neutral jump over. Neutral jump over to this block. Try to stay away from that wall. Neutral jump over to here. Neutral jump back. Make sure you land on the left side of it as much as possible. Neutral jump over. You can do one neutral jump over here. Neutral jump to this one. All neutral jumps so far. This one's going to be I like a good neutral. You're going to mantle it. Walk or jump. Neutral over. This is going to be a kind of like a neutral jump, but then you're going to mantle it on the right side of the cube. So just hold out your mantle and look right at it. Neutral jump here. Look over to this set. Neutral jump up there. Jump. Jump. Watch out. Don't fall down below, so just jump. Neutral jump. Neutral. Neutral. This is called what I like to call switchback and only up. Turn back around. Neutral up. This is going to be a sprint jump. Sprint jump. Hold out your mantle. This is going to be another sprint jump and hold out your mantle. And now you're going to jump to the middle of the purple cube. It's going to send you straight up. It's okay if you go back down. You're going to want to go to this cube that it's right above me. Now, you could hit the cube and go up higher, but once again, if you feel more comfortable doing this way, it's fine. Neutral jump up, neutral jump up, neutral jump up and over to the right, neutral jump to the middle. And what you're going to do is just follow this path to try to get to this purple cube. Neutral. There's again, this map is filled. That was a neutral mantle with so many different ways to do it. You will find the way that works best for you. I like to sprint jump at this. Sprint jump. Hold out the mantle. This one's going to be a neutral jump up here. Sprint jump to the wall. I'm just going to try to get my bearings. I like to go that way, so we could totally go that way. Neutral jump down to here. We could sprint jump over across. And we could sprint jump across. There's a lot of easier ways to do that, I know, but there's something you're just going to have to neutral jump your way over. Now, I was able to mantle here. Sometimes you're not, so you might have to sprint jump up to it and look up. Mantle up here. Jump to this. Neutral jump up. Look up. Sprint jump. And that will get you up there. If you remember, don't mantle over. If you do, just simply look, turn around. Sprint jump across. Sprint jump across. Now, what you want to do is try to hit this in the center and then turn and go back up this way. So it's like a neutral jump and then turn around. Don't try to do anything extra. Slide, turn around. Neutral jump over. Neutral, you can sprint jump down. Neutral jump up. Mantle. Neutral jump up and mantle. Sprint jump across. And sprint jump across. All right, you're looking good. You're almost there. Neutral jump over. Jump. Neutral. Always hold out that mantle button for this section. Neutral jump over. Mantle. Neutral. 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 Neutral up to the left. Walk up to here. Neutral up to this cube. Neutral across. Neutral down over here. Neutral to here. Keep going. You're doing great. Neutral over. Hold down the mantle. You want to always try to grab onto the ledges. Neutral over. neutral up to here, look over, move to the right, neutral, neutral. Now this one you want to sprint jump across. You're gonna neutral up to here, neutral over, neutral over, neutral. You're gonna hit this cube, it's gonna send you that way and hold out your mantle. So look that way, hold out your mantle, boom. Neutral across, neutral up, up, look over, boom. Neutral's over. You're gonna sprint over this section. Neutral, 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 neutral. Don't hit this cube. Neutral. Oh, I'm sorry. Do hit this cube, but not on the backside. So you're just gonna slight jump. You kind of want to stay on this row right here, okay? So I'm gonna jump over and look up. Boom. Now when I hit this one, it's gonna send me up to this one to the right. So just jump over. And you could always take a second here to get your bearings and slowly move forward when you get up. Neutral, sprint jump up to here, hold out your mantle. Neutral jump over here, neutral mantle. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna bounce once you hit Kevin here, and don't worry about moving forward. So we're good here. Sometimes, as you can see, when you jump off, you get sent up, but that's okay. Now, there's different ways of doing this, as you can see, but we're taking the safe route. Neutral jump, neutral jump, neutral jump, walk over. This is going to be a very awkward jump, so you're going to sprint jump on this corner and look to over here to mantle. Sprint, 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 look, mantle. So it's like a mini curve here. You're going to hit this Kevin cube and go into the rift. A little bit forward. If you land here, it's okay. All right, now you're like on the home stretch. This is it. All right, like I said, multiple paths to do it. This is the way I beat it. You're gonna redeploy and try to go as far as possible. There is anti-grav here. Go up and over, redeploy. Go as far as you can. Hold out the mantle. You're gonna sprint jump up. You're gonna go a little bit floaty, just a little bit, not too much. So as you can see, you're gonna walk over to here. Sprint jump across. You're gonna go over to this pier that's going up and down. Again, there's multiple routes, but I find this one's the easier. You could walk off. You're gonna wait here. You're gonna sprint jump and look up towards the boat. Land on the boat. Sprint jump across. So now that when you get to this redeploy, you're gonna go as far as the plane. Okay, far as the plane. Sprints, fly over. You can land here, sprint up over, sprint up over, sprint up over. Now, if you fall into the ring, you're going to fall all the way down. So you want to make sure if you fall, you're going to go into space, but you're not going to fall because you're following this guy. Now, sprint up across, and if it goes down, that's fine because you're just going to run up it. You're going to keep going, walk around. Once you get up to this top area, you're going to see that it's going to like rotate in front of these guys right here. And remember the rule, always sprint on the first one and guide. So we're gonna wait for it to get up to the right there. Sprint jump across, let go of the pickaxe, guide it. You can be a little bit more floatier. Sprint jump across, guide it. A little bit more floatier, don't worry. Push forward and mantle out. As you can see, never know. Neutral jump, sprint jump across. Now this is the like literally you can see the finish line here. Now, glide up to it, pull out your redeploy. You're gonna glide up and then slowly let it bounce and push forward just a little bit. If you need to pull back, pull back. Now push forward, 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 all the way. Full tilt, full tilt, full tilt. Let it go, let it go. Chill, chill, chill. Push forward a little bit. Tap, tap, tap. All right, pull down a little. Push forward all the way, all the way, all the way. Forward, 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 forward. Let it go, let it go. Now for here, you're just gonna kind of just float on down. Once you get to the top of this feeling, you're gonna push forward just a hair. As you can see, I'm right over it. Perfect. Neutral jump here, float. Neutral jump, float. You could sprint jump to here, but you could just do a nice little neutral jump there. Neutral jump there, neutral jump. Sprint jump. You should be feeling happy because you should be beating this chapter 2. Sprint jump across. And hey, it doesn't matter the time you beat chapter 2. If this video helped you in any way, be sure to follow for more. Thank you so much for watching.